Equality Montana is so excited for our first ever Drag Out the Vote event. For those of you that don't know, Equality Montana is a project focused on community building, public education, and increasing civic engagement in the LGBTQ community. And we're going to do all three of those tonight. As you know, there's an election coming up in November on the 3rd, and that election is critical for LGBTQ folks across the state. So get ready, because we're going to drag out the vote tonight. Here are your hosts, Ryan and Charlie of Doom.
Thanks, Sean. How's it going, everybody? I'm your host, Charlie of Doom, and here's your co-host, Ryan.
Hi, I'm Ryan.
We're hoping to do the show live and have a full live drag show, and unfortunately, due to the show, due to COVID and due to where the show fell, and with the courtship not operating right now, we really weren't able to do a live drag show. So we got a bunch of different types of performers, and we brought them in, and they're not going to be live. And believe it or not, we're not even live.
No, this was recorded 4 years ago.
It was actually recorded yesterday. But we're here now, getting ready to do this awesome show for an awesome cause for Equality Montana. I'm really excited, and I'm really excited to get you all out voting. Now, hopefully many of you have already mailed in your ballots, but if you haven't, it's not too late. It's not too late to register, and in fact, you can even call me up if you know me personally, and tomorrow and Monday, I will spend my day helping you get registered to vote.
Oh, hey there, Charlie from yesterday. Hey there, Ryan. You guys look fabulous. Whoa. I'm Charlie from this morning, and I'm really tired after spending all night editing this. But you guys, specifically you, Charlie, messed up some of the voter information, so I'm going to give this to you now. So I'm interrupting this broadcast to do so. Let's see, what do we need to know? You need to know that voting day is November 3rd. The best way to social distance vote is by mail. If you choose to vote by mail, you can do it as long as it is received by November 3rd. You can send it in. We recommend that you send it in a week in advance, though, which is October 27th. If it's after that, you can still take a chance with the post office, or you can drop it off at one of your polling locations. To learn these locations, you can go to VoteinMT, that's VOTEINMT.org, and they will give you your information. Also, if you are not a fan of that, you can call the Montana Voter Hotline at 406-888-VOTE. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to go back to sleep.
And if you need any help, contact me. I'll help you out. If you don't know me, contact another friend of yours that can do that, and we'll all help you out. We're all here for you. So before we do this, let me tell you a little bit about me. I'm Charlie of Doom, and usually I don't look like this. Usually I look like I've been to a Days and Days concert on purpose. And if you don't know what that means, congratulations, your friends have proper hygiene. Let's talk about me a little more. I usually, when I sit on park benches, people give me free food. And I like making poop and dick jokes.
Yes.
And
butt plugs.
Yes, and butt plugs. I have a song about that. Unfortunately, my band could not make the show. We had conflicts going on, so we were unable to play. But I will be here making jokes and opening. And let's introduce my co-host, Ryan.
Hi, I'm Ryan. I always look like this. What else do I say?
You're going to have to be a little louder for the camera.
Fuck. Hi, I'm Ryan. I always look like this. This is what I look like every day. I woke up like this. I'm really excited to be here with Charlie because I've known him for quite a while. We both lived in New Hampshire for a little bit, And now we're just here being our extra fabulous selves. And we're going to have some really great performers today. And I'm really excited. Many of them are dear friends of mine. And who goes first?
That's a great question. And the answer is our first performer of the night is really one person who did a great job getting drag and music together in Bozeman. And it is Jimmy Kehoe, the man behind the love darts. Let's bring him up.
Fair young maid, all in her garden, a strange young man came riding by, said, fair young maid, would you marry me? This then, sir, was her reply. No, kind sir, I cannot marry thee, for I have a lover who sailed the deep salt sea, and he's been gone these 7 years. Still no man shall marry me. What if he's died, or is in some battle slain? What if he's drowned on the deep salt sea? What if he found some other love? He and his new love both marry thee. And if he found some other lover, he
you gonna freak out again another day? I was looking in a picture book. I thought it really looked like you hanging up on the wall.
Miss you too. We are required to stay 6 feet apart.
6 feet.
6 feet.
Yeah.
We're doing it.
Take a real cereal around these parts.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Whew, Jimmy killed it. That was awesome.
Oh my god. I was just blown away.
I love his stuff, honestly.
It's new to me, but I'm really enjoying getting to know his performance.
Oh yeah, you should see him with a full band.
Oh man.
As I said, the Love Darts, hopefully we'll have live music again soon. And hopefully we'll have, maybe you can find some stuff online. It's great.
Yeah.
So I wanted to take a moment to just discuss our plans to vote. Ryan, you have a plan to vote.
Oh yeah, I just moved here from out of state, so the first thing I made sure I did was send in my voter registration. And because I haven't gotten anything back in the mail yet, I'm gonna go in on Monday and make sure that I get to vote.
Wonderful. I'm registered. I'm all registered to vote and stuff. I've been here for 11 years now, and I get my ballot in the mail. I fill it out, and then I drop it off. Not because I'm worried about the mail. I actually trust the mail. We know this because a whole bunch of my friends bought drugs on the Silk Road and got them delivered in the mail.
Yeah, they do.
And I didn't do that because I don't have like $1,000 in Bitcoin left over from like the 10 cents I had in change.
Oh, yeah.
But,
I'm just trying to keep a job.
But I do still I just like to go to the courthouse and drop off my ballot, so I do.
Mm-hmm.
I go over there and they have ballot drops there. I wear a mask.
Yep,
And I dropped off my ballot.
Mm-hmm.
And then I went and got my buddy and got him registered and got him to drop off his ballot.
Go, buddy.
And if you have some LGBTQIA plus friends, please text 2 of them and just remind them to get out and vote.
Vote.
Go hang out with them. Make it a day. Make it fun.
Yeah.
Voting doesn't have to be boring, especially if you're doing it early.
Really pressure those friends who never leave their house,
Oh, yeah.
Offer to take them with you.
Oh yeah.
Find them a ride some other way. Buy them ice cream. Whatever it takes.
Yeah. Well, let's bring up our next performer, who is an awesome comedian. I'm so happy to have her here. She has, I've been working with her a lot lately in the Bozeman comedy scene.
Yep.
And I couldn't think of a comedian I wanted on here more. Wait, you had something to say.
Well, I was going to say, I just saw this performer perform last week. It was the first time I'd ever seen him perform. And I was in stitches the whole time. Very silly, very dad joke, and I just really, really like to absorb that dad joke energy.
Well, without further ado, let's bring up the comedy stylings of Rena Teal.
Hi. Wow, this is so weird. I am Rena Teal. I'm a local Bozeman comic. I'm also the producer of the Bone Dry Comedy Hour here. I'd like to say a special thank you to Montana Human Rights Network for putting on this show and inviting me to it. Okay, here we go. So somebody asked me out recently, and in order to find a time, I had to pull out my day planner. And suddenly everything changed. He just looked at me and just said, ugh, your type anus is showing. It's true, I am pretty high strung, but I also like to party. I was at the Crystal at midnight recently, back when it was still okay to do that, and exactly at the stroke of 12, the touch tunes just shut itself off in the middle of TikTok by Kesha. And a message flashed on the screen. It said, Happy National Jukebox Day. And it started to play its own selection. Who can say where the road goes, where the day flows? The robots are alive, and they're funnier than I am. So I recently decided to change my birth control, which is often a really disappointing experience for me because I have been trying to get my tubes tied for about 7 years. And this really fun and exciting thing happens when you're a woman where no one believes anything that you say, or that you could possibly want that. So if you go to your doctor and say, Doctor, I want to get my tubes tied, and he'll say, you actually need like notarized permission from your husband to not bear him an heir. Um, and if you say like, well, but I don't have a husband, he's like, well, why do you exist? Get out of my office. So that's like super great and fun. Uh, but the same is not true if you try to get a vasectomy. If you go to your doctor and you say, doctor, I want a vasectomy, he'll say, yeah, you do. And he'll give you a high five and he'll charge you $20. And you can leave that day with a vasectomy. Like he'll give you an at-home kit. And I don't know what the future holds. It's not looking great for women's reproductive rights right now, but I would love to live to see the day where an at-home tubes tied kit is not instant cement and a turkey baster. But I decided to go for an IUD, which is my next most permanent option. For those of you in the crowd who don't know what an IUD is, Google it. I'm not your gym teacher. But when I went to the office to get it put in, the doctor who was going to do it was like, okay, Rena, here's what you can expect. You know, I'll insert the instrument, you'll feel a slight pressure, and then a twisting motion, and then it's totally common to hear a pop when I take the instrument out. I was like, okay, doctor, let me get this straight. Push down, twist, and then a pop. It's just like any other childproof lock. And she didn't think that that was funny, and she's wrong. Gotta take a sip to indicate a tonal shift. Why do we use the phrase white lies to talk about things that are like cute and small and innocuous? Haven't we learned in the last couple years that white lies are enormous and damaging? They're always things like, no, we didn't steal this, we invented it. Or, no, it was mostly a states' rights thing. It's a good one. What else? My personal favorite. This is a free country. I feel like America trying to convince us that this is a free place to live is like your high school valedictorian, like after she's had her first beer ever, and she's like trying to convince everybody that she's actually really chill, you know? She's like, no, guys, I am chill. I am chill. Do you understand? You have never met someone as chill as I am. I'm so chill. They didn't invent the word chill until I came along. Nobody had thought of the concept of being chill until I was born. Do you understand? I am so chill. I'm so cool. I'm so chill. You can say anything you want around me. And we're like, okay, America, you make it really hard for a lot of people to live here. And she drops her beer and freaks out and militarizes the police. It's kind of where the metaphor breaks down. But yeah, in the spirit of dragging out the vote, just kind of on a more serious note, I'm not stoked about this election. There is no one that I'm really fired up about. I do feel like I'm kind of being dragged to the polls right now, but and I know a lot of people are feeling that and like maybe thinking about not voting. But I just want to say that if some of your identifiers, if they include whiteness, being cisgendered, financial stability, choosing not to vote is choosing to bet with other people's bodies that this isn't going to devolve into horrible violence. And I don't think that that's a fair bet for us to make. And it's not true to say that just because all the options are bad, some of them aren't better than others. I think we learned that last time. So yeah, please do it. It's just good and decent. Anyway, back to goofing. So I, over quarantine, right in the thick of it, got dumped, and I'm still not doing very well about it, but I decided that it was a great opportunity to kind of just re-explore my sexual identity. I have started dating people kind of across the gender spectrum. I am just trying things that I've never tried before, which is exciting, and really like rethinking about a lot of my early sexual memories. And I don't know where I've landed. I don't have like a comfortable label, but I did remember that when I was a kid, a bicycle broke my hymen, um, which I think technically makes me bisexual. Um, if it had been from riding a horse, I would be nay-sexual. No, you guys, I know that's bad. I know it's bad. Um, but if it had been from fucking a goat, I would be pansexual. So I found out recently that I get to be a contestant in a feminist beauty pageant. I'm really excited about it. The categories are, obviously it's a little non-traditional, but like a lot of the categories are structured the same. So there will be a swimsuit competition, but like the winner is whoever has the longest leg hair. And my talent, oh my gosh, my talent is defending other women even when male attention is at stake. So I've been practicing that, like we all should. But I'm really nervous for the interview portion because it's always, it's just so cruel. Like they're specifically going to ask me about something that I have been told all my life I don't need to worry about because I could just sit there and look feminist. So it'll probably be like something about Joe Rogan, maybe. I really don't know. But if I can survive that, it would be such an honor to be crowned this year's Miss Andre. Oh my gosh. Okay, you guys have been fun, I think. I don't know. I'm in my living room. But this has been great. Again, please vote. Super stoked to be at this event. I'm going to leave you with one more. So I found out recently that I have a very severe gluten allergy. So I guess that you could say that I'm on my deathbed. Thank you. I'm Rena Teal. Have a great night.
God, Rena, you are hilarious.
Cracks me up.
Oh.
Data clock.
Oh man.
Our
so good.
Yeah. She just my heart.
Oh man.
So our next performer.
Wait, before we do that,
Oh,
I have another thing to say. Because this is a charity event, I gotta talk
That's
about
true.
the charity.
very true. Go
So,
ahead.
if you're enjoying this event and you're loving it, there's a link to donate some money. You don't have to, no pressure. But if you want to, if you feel like flipping us some money, it helps us. It lets us do not just things like this. It helps us really work to be advocates for LGBTQIA+ folks all throughout the state of Montana. And not only that, but the Greater Montana Human Rights Network, which does a great job trying to prevent hate groups from operating in Montana. We really need that. So if you can, flip us a couple bucks, that's great. If you want to give us more, if you can't, I totally get it. Please keep watching, because if you watch through the end, I have a huge surprise for you at the end. A huge surprise.
And you didn't even tell me what this is. I'm excited now.
I didn't.
Oh.
But I have a huge surprise for you all. But also, if you're interested, if you can't donate, but you really do want to help us out, you can volunteer with us. You can contact www.equalitymt. I believe it's org. It might be .com. I will correct it in the next one after the act. And Ryan?
Yeah. So people are always asking me what they can do to help out trans communities and to help out LGBT communities across Montana, especially in rural places. This is it. This is how you can help. All these things that Charlie just mentioned. I am really excited because this next performer, I felt like my soul dropped when he picked up his instrument. Very fun, very soulful, and I'm really, really excited that he gets to share these talents with everybody today. Mario.
Woo!
Hey, good morning, everybody. Mario Minor Jr. here. First and foremost, I just want to thank Charlie Bernstein for asking me to be a part of this. But yeah, I'm gonna play y'all a few songs, and if you hear my coffee pot, I'm sorry. It's early in the morning. So, here we go. First song's called Hell on Highway 2. Coffee's done brewing. Hold on, give me 1 sec. Yeah, that song was inspired by the tale of old Robert Johnson. See, when I first started playing guitar, one of the first cats that I ever learned about was Robert Johnson. And of course, with Robert Johnson, talked about him selling his soul to the devil. I was like, damn, that guy's good. All I had to do was sell his soul to the devil. So I went to a crossroad up on the High Line up there. 8 Mile and Highway 2. That's why I say that in that song. And went there, waited for quite a bit, and nothing happened. So I just figured, hell, my soul probably ain't worth a dang thing. That devil didn't show up. But in that song, you know, it's if he did show up, and basically it'd be running from the devil, I guess, in a way. But this next song is called The Reservation Blues. This one was inspired by a huge turning point in my life that felt like I had my feet swept out from under me. The carpet pulled out from under my feet. You know, all I really wanted to do was be with my family and move forward, I guess. Yeah. So the song's called "The Reservation Blues." Choose, and that's why I'm here singing Reservation Blues. All right, let me switch my guitars here. Yeah. Sometimes, when shit hits the fan, you just want to go home, that's what that song's about. Home can be a physical place, can be a, mental place. But yeah. This next song is called Sinner's Lament. Tell me, buddy, what else hang me from a tree? cover song. It's called "The Next Time He Cheats" by Carrie Underwood. If I can get my guitar tuned. Yeah, but thank you all so much for tuning in and hanging out with me for a little bit here at my trailer. Here in the trailer hood of the south side of Bozeman. Next Time He Cheats by Carrie Underwood. I thought it was a funny song. I like it when big guys play songs like this. I don't know why. The juxtaposition of it all, I guess. Right now he's probably slow dancing with the bleach blonde tramp, and she's probably getting frisky. Right now he's ordering her some fruity little drink, cause she can't shoot whiskey. Right now he's probably up behind her with the pool stick, showing her how to shoot a combo. He don't know that I dug my key into the side. Pretty little souped up four-wheel drive, carved my name into his leather seat. I took a Louisville Slugger to both headlights, slashed a hole in all four tires. Oh, maybe next time he'll think before he cheats. She's probably up singing some white trash version of Shania karaoke. Right now she's probably saying I'm drunk and he's thinking that he's gonna get lucky. Right now he's probably dabbing on $3 worth of that bathroom polo. But he don't know that I dug my key into the side of his pretty little souped up four-wheel drive, carved my name into his leather seat. I took a Louisville Slugger to both headlights, slashed a hole in all four tires. Or maybe next time he'll think. Or maybe next time he'll think before he cheats. I might have saved a little trouble for that next girl, because the next time he cheats, oh, you know it won't be on me. Dug my key into the side of his pretty little souped up four-wheel drive, carved my name into his leather seat. I took a Louisville Slugger to both headlights, slashed a hole in all four tires. Maybe next time he'll think before he cheats. about time. Thank you guys so much. My name is Mario Minor Jr. Have a good rest of your day, okay? Peace out.
Oh man, Mario gets me every time, dude.
I mean, I got dogs on me, and I was still, like, dead on focus to the music. I don't have to be 6 feet away from dogs.
They're Ryan's dogs. So, while it was hard for us to get drag performers, there's one who actually did decide that he could do this, and so we have one pure drag performer on this. I mean, Ryan and I are over here being ridiculous in our drag stuff.
We obviously take it super serial, but this next performer takes it even super serially.
And I mean, seriously, this guy, he is amazing. Let's give it up for a man who used to be the king of drag in the Gallatin Valley in Montana. He's still killing out in Portland now. Give it up for Jack Rackham.
Jack Rackham!
Hey everyone, it's Jack Rackham. I am so excited to be participating in the show tonight and be back in Montana drag in some small way. I hope everybody is doing so well. I am doing really well here in Portland. I'm excited to start doing some shows here as soon as the world is the world again. We'll see when that happens. What I have for you tonight is 2 music videos. One of which was premiered at the QSA show a couple of years ago, probably like spring 2018, I don't super remember, but so it may be a little familiar to some of you. Hopefully you're excited to see it again. It is to the song Move by Saint Motel, and I'd like to really thank Brian Malott for his cinematography, Jesse Matthew for producing, Caitlin Gale for starring with me, and Nate Field for the choreography and co-starring. Enjoy! hope you enjoyed that. God, it was such a blast to make. I hope I get to come back and make music videos with the same team again. This next music video is a never-before-seen exclusive premiering for you tonight. It's all music credit to Imagine Dragons. It's 6 songs out of Imagine Dragons that I mixed together, try to spot them all. I'd like to thank Jesse Matthew for cinematography this time, and the fabulous Jenna Eliel for co-writing and co-starring in it with me. I'm not sure what the lineup is tonight, but you'll have already seen her fabulous comedy set, or it's upcoming, and you should look forward to it because it's going to be super great. All right, enjoy!
We could be strangers in the night. We could be passing in the shadows. We couldn't be closer if we tried. When we're caught in the headlights, we could be faces in the crowd. We could be passing in the shadows, laughing the risk of being found. When we're caught in the headlights. Hey, you make me a believer, believer. Hey, you make me down, you make me a believer, believer. But I guess it's got something to do with you, to do with you. But I guess it's got something to do with you, to do with you. Hey, you make me a believer, believer. Third things third, send a prayer to the ones up above. All the hate that you've heard has turned your spirit to a dove. Oh, ooh, your spirit up above. Oh, ooh. I was choking in the crowd, building my rain up in the cloud, falling like ashes to the ground, hoping my feelings they would drown, but they never did, ever lived, ebbing and flowing, inhibited, limited, till it broke open and rained down. It rained down like. Hey, you make me a believer, believer. Mama too fast to be things. Tripping in the world could be dangerous. Everybody circling is vultures. Negatives, negatives. Everybody waiting for the fall of man. Everybody praying for the end of times. Everybody hoping they could be the one. I was born to run, I was born for this. Whip, run me like a race. Oh, whip me like a red. Oh, break me down and build me up. I wanna be the slip. Word upon your lip. The way that things you read. Break me down and build me up. Whatever it's time. Second thing. Tell me what you think that I can be. I'm the one at the sail. I'm the master of my sea. Oh,
All right, everybody, thank you so much again for having me. Don't forget to get out and vote. It's really, really, really super important. I just hope that you are all so well. You can find me on Facebook and Instagram under Jack Rackham Drag. Yeah, thank you so much. It's been a blast. Okay.
Oh man, Jack Rackham is a genius. Don't you agree?
For real, like I mean, just like, you could tell how much heart and dedication went into it by how well it's done overall. Not just the performance, but he really took time on that video too, and it speaks volumes to his dedication as a performer.
My favorite thing is the acting job of the woman in the second video.
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah.
very, very different from her her usual essence.
Speaking of that woman, up next, we have the comedy styles of that very woman.
Woo!
Give it up for one of my favorite comedians in Montana, who now lives in Portland too.
Drum roll.
But give it up for Jenna Lel, everybody.
Yeah, Juno.
Hello, my name is Jenna, and I used to be a lesbian comedian. I'm still a lesbian, but no longer a comedian after extensive conversion therapy. I haven't done a set in a long time, so I decided to do an uncomfortable thing from the most comfortable place in between the bed sheets of the neighbor I'm house sitting for. I'm actually from my bed. But I am desperate to get out of here. So if you live in the Portland metro area and need a vacation, I will gladly perform my comedy sets from your bed sheets. Hire me. In the background, you will see that I have put up here, I have put up a representation of my quarantine hobbies. I will give them no explanation because true artistry is not having to explain your existential crises to anyone. Rather, I will wait until my death and have society apply meaning to them. I am rusty to this, how you say, comedy. So I will give you a few minutes of one-liners and half-baked premises that I have been storing on my phone since quarantine and written out on this Google Doc. So without further ado, young socialists keep saying how we should eat the rich. Look, it's not like I'm not on board with this, but I'm almost 30 and I can't have rich foods after 8 p.m. Certain video games terrify me. Games like Call of Duty and Lego Marvel Superheroes 2. Games like these are multiplayer and terrifying. I don't want to talk to real people. My girlfriend and I, we made a Fallout character together. I wanted to name her Hazmat Judy, and my girlfriend decided we're never having kids, so I think that's wise. Women play post-apocalyptic video games like Social Workers. I feel like cis dudes, they go in there and they just blow shit up and like bigger guns and mods, and women are just going in there up to their RPGs, NPCs. My girlfriend told me to say NPCs instead of characters, so like I don't know what video games are. Like I'm a gamer. so like I feel like women are going up to the NPCs like, hey, tell me about you. Like, how are you doing? This world, it's harsh, you know? Like, how can I help you feel empowered? Oh man, huge rat roach problem in your settlement? Like, yeah, unacceptable. I have a friend in Diamond City. Let me pool my resources and complete this side quest for you. I play quite a bit of Fallout, and I should be searching for my kidnapped son. I was taken out of my arms while I was frozen in the cryogenic machine, but instead I'm spending my time interior designing my post-apocalyptic bunker. Because, you know, as a social worker doing 1 million side quests knows, you get burnt out, and having a space that you feel you can retreat into is one of the top tips on any self-care listicle. I had to take my cat to the emergency vet a few months ago. She ate a leather string, slurped it down like BDSM spaghetti. Why is it when our dumbass cat swallows string, my girlfriend is all tears and emergency hospital, but when I do it, she says, magic isn't a replacement for a part-time job, Jenna, and that's gross. Oh, while we were there, my girlfriend kept looking at the animal slideshow in the waiting room, and she had tears in her eyes, and she looks at me and says, I can't look at it, Jenna. That cockatiel fell in hot soup. And one of the benefits of being women in a lesbian relationship is having a woman's intuition and just pinpoint accurate emotional intelligence. So I look in her eyes and I say gently, honey, it's good news. He's a success story. That's why he's up there on the slideshow. He got better. They wouldn't show us the cockatiels that had been boiled alive. Oh my. Zuckerberg straight up stole the Facebook logo from Lord Farquaad. Twins are cute when they dress the same until they get to a certain age, then it's just creepypasta. I'm planning on being Miss Frizzle for Halloween. I recently watched one of the reboot episodes of the Kate McKinnon Magic School Bus. I freaking loved Magic School Bus when I was growing up, and I still remember that theme song. Do you remember that theme song? It is pure bliss. Just cruising on down Main Street, you're relaxed and feeling good. Next thing that you know, you're seeing an octopus in your neighborhood. On the Magic School Bus, navigate a nostril, climb on the Magic School Bus, spank a plankton too. Yeah, I never caught that line as a 5-year-old. Spank a plankton too. There's other things they're spanking. Spank a plankton too. Oh, that would never fly as disciplinary action in today's classroom. Now we take away kids' SNAP benefits instead. I'm inspired by the majestic owl. An owl's hootie call is afternoon. I'm inspired by their sex life. It's hootie calls in the afternoon, and that's much more practical for my sleep cycle. I'm prepared to lobby to make 3 p.m. the most romantic time of day. Copulation for the owl starts by acceptance of the food by the female. That's just proper etiquette. And owls are monogamous. They start their courtship and tend to dance for their partner in what looks like the whitest bob and weave. That just feels right for me. Fun fact about lesbians, we are the subgroup at the lowest risk of contracting an STI, but at the highest risk of contracting all the feels watching the Great British Bake Off. Know the signs. My first kiss was with the Blarney Stone. My mom paid 20 smackaroos for that rocky piece of carboniferous limestone, so just so that I could get lucky. That's a good mom. I've been having an on-again, off-again relationship with God. You know, kind of like the Ross and Rachel or Jamie and Cersei. Gotta modernize the references for the kids. I told that joke to my girlfriend and she's like, do you really want to have twincest with God though? And I look at her and I say, the Trinity is twincest. Tricest, really. Oh. I miss the spiritual community though. I keep getting drawn back. I've started looking into Judaism. My last name is Eliel, which is Hebrew. It's always really weird introducing myself because my first name, of course, is Jenna, and it's so basic white girl, like drunk off her ass on White Claw. And then my last name, Eliel, is just like Gal Gadot, just like running on the beaches of the Mediterranean. So whenever I introduce myself, it's just like, yeah. So first name, Jenna. Last name, Eliel. But, you know, I'm curious. I'm curious about my Jewish heritage, and Judaism seems pretty cool, and honestly, a large part of me just wants to have a Netflix comedy special that is called Evangelical. So, Evangelical, that's my comedy special. Inspired for the first time this year. I've never been fired before. It was very strange feeling. I felt like it was my villain origin story. Like, this is it, mild-mannered Jenna. Now I need to do something wild and evil, like hijack a bus or get a subscription box to Imperfect Vegetables or whatever it's called. The weird mutant farm vegetables. I want that box. Get in me, I'm cooking you. Oh, I was hired at the beginning of the year at a women's fertility clinic, a part-time job, and I have to say the women coming in for birthing prep, they were wonderful. They just had that glow, you know, like they work out and have money. And in comparison, I say I would have a gleam, like my gleam is a cracked Samsung looking for quarters in between the machines at the laundromat, and their glow is an IKEA lamp illuminating a ski pass and health insurance. It wasn't a good fit, my boss and me, though. It was just not, I felt like we were two sitcom characters, you know, just like type A and type B working side by side, you know. I would say, I'm creative, and she says, your desk is chaotic, and I would say, I'm gonna make a cute baby meme to put on Instagram, and she says, how does Stewie Griffith fit into our brand voice? Oh. Oh. My first week, she had me clean up poop out in the street. She had me pick up a shovel and say, just throw that out into the street. It's not really feng shui. And I said, more like dung shui, am I right? And she didn't laugh at that either. She still made me clean it up. And I don't think it was dog poop. It's for the best. She was a passive-aggressive charlatan, and I don't use the C word lightly. Blowfish are super poisonous. Super poisonous. There's a delicacy in Japan called fugu that is raw blowfish, and it's bad. If it's not cooked properly, it poisons like 30 to 50 people a year. It is more potent. It's like 1,200 times more potent than cyanide. And there's a large portion of the population that just chooses to gobble it down every year. That's a lot of people willing to die for a fish that looks like Winston Churchill. Because here's the thing, I'm a human garbage disposal. I will eat nearly anything put in front of me, doesn't matter. Maybe I'll pop a few lime peels in there, some lemon peels, just, you know, to cleanse up the palate, just every once in a while. But I've decided I'm never gonna eat a blowfish. Probably. Is what I would have said before quarantine. That's my tonight.
plan. This isn't the kind of space where you have to be in the closet. This is a safe space to be out of the closet.
I can't come out of the closet, Charlie. Otherwise, I'd be less than 6 feet away.
Oh, man.
Can someone send the dogs in here?
Well, let's talk about how funny Jenna was. That was awesome.
Oh my gosh. Talk about.
Yeah.
Oh, ugh. I keep getting all choked up about what to say because all the performers are blowing my friggin' mind hole.
Dude, I've had her on multiple performances. This is not the first time I've had her. And again, if you wanna follow this stuff, you can follow Equality Montana at equalitymt.org, and I will have the links down there. You can also follow us on Facebook. You can follow. I believe we have an Instagram. I don't know. I don't use Instagram. But and then you can also you can contact us directly. There will be an email down on there that you can click on to contact us if you're interested in volunteering. And there's also going to be a link. Yeah, there's a link down there for if you want to donate some money, because we could use that. So, thank you so much. And also vote. So we're going to bring it down for this next performer. I love this next performer. Makes me cry every time. I'm actually going to not be able to watch this. I've watched the video before, but if I watch it right now, it will destroy my makeup.
It will destroy it, Charlie. Don't do it, Charlie.
Exactly. So I can't watch this video right now, but I know what's on it. I have seen it, so it'll seem like I watched the video when we're done.
Are you ready for your heart to explode?
I am. Everybody, give it up for Furry Things.
Hello. My name is Connor. I mostly play drums in other bands. Like a lot of other bands. I used to play a lot of shows also like this under the name Furry Fins, but I haven't in a few years because I have gut health things that I've dealt with that makes it hard for me to yell the way I used to. So figuring out that. But I'm happy to be here. I'm grateful to have been asked to be here. And I hope that this will act as a celebration for the mail-in ballot that you have already sent in. Because I hope that you have already sent it in. I suspect if you're watching this, you already feel the urgency to vote. But if not, then let me urge you. I'm going to try to be brief. I'll just play like 2 covers real quick and then tune. And play one that I wrote that I haven't played in a few years, and then I'll get out of your way. I'll try to keep it brief. This is a song called Pamphleteer by the Weaker Thans. I'm standing on this corner, can't get their attention, facing rush hour, faces turned around. I clutch my stack of papers, press one to a chest, then watch it swoop, stutter to the ground. I'm weary with right angles, abbreviated daylight, waiting for a winter to be done. Oh, why do I still see you in every mirrored window, in all that I could never overcome. How I don't know what I should do with my hands when I talk to you. How you don't know where you should look, so you look at my hands. How movements rise and then dissolve, melted by our shallow breath. How causes dance away from me. I am your pamphleteer. I walk this room in time to the beat of the Gestatter. Contemplate our next communique. The rhetoric and treason of saying that I'll miss you, of saying, hey, well, maybe you should stay. Sing, oh, a force on earth could be weaker than the feeble strength of one like me, remembering the way it could have been. So help me with this barricade, no surrender, no defeat. The specters haunting Albert Street, I am your pamphleteer. Am your pamphleteer. All right. This is half song, half prayer. In a motel room with the Bible out, combing scripture for answers about what's happening now. Don't believe my eyes, and I just can't trust my ears. But I've heard a man can always come find some solace here. And Lord, I know that we don't talk often at all anymore, but desperate folks do desperate things, so I'm stapling this note to your door. Please turn the ship around, lock the course in place, or keep the train tracks nailed to the ground, or pull the emergency brake. 'Cause I've lost my faith in man, just Just like I once lost faith in you. And I've been covering all kinds of ground, thinking hard about what else we might lose. And I know how I look. You come crawling back, acting like you owe me proof. But this is bigger than me. I think it's bigger than you too. So if it's to you, if you ever come home, just know I won't be awaiting the postman. I will not be glued to the phone. I'll know a change has come. I'll know that you exist. When all our bombs stop exploding and when all of the landmines are stripped, we stop blowing up strangers' houses and making orphans of innocent kids. And people stop thinking the world's theirs for the taking, 'cause your will once told them it is. Till then, I'm gonna shake my head. I'm gonna bite my tongue. When people tell me have faith and be patient, we're waiting for God to show up. Till then, it's one more skeptical song. But I'm glad as hell if you come prove me wrong. All right. All right. This is a song called "Speak When Spoken To." There are swears in it, so Charlie knows what he's getting into with me, so hopefully the swears are okay. I'll try not to sing them, but there's not a good chance of that happening. We'll table this for now, but this is on the table. Cut to me looking terrified, pretending I do this all the time. Cut to you looking generous. I'm sure you're not used to this, so sit there and think about what you've done. Dear moth in my bedroom, won't kill you, but you have to fuck off. How many days in a row can I imagine my own funeral? I can feel my heartbeat in my left arm. I have more off days than not. Sounds good, sounds alright. I picture me cowering, picturing you swatting on behalf of me. I picture me panicking, picturing you swatting at my face. There are a couple things that need
I know everyone's crying after that one. I'm thinking about it, I'm crying. As I said, I'm not watching the video with the makeup on because I can't do it, but oh man, that last song is a favorite song of mine.
My heart. I mean, I'm trying to put on a happy face because we're like presenting, but then I think about the song again. I'm like, dang.
Well, this next performer should make us smile a little bit.
Let's hope so.
He also really wanted to remind everyone to get out and vote.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're interested in knowing who Equality Montana supports, we have a list of candidates that we support on our website. You can go check it out. And if you need help figuring that out, if you're voting from home, it's great because you have a computer right there. You can look up everyone.
Mm-hmm. And you can look up whether or not they support LGBT people, not just with their words, but with their voting and their actions.
Because that's important.
It's very important. People want to feel safe and they want to feel accepted. And even though we can't change every single person's mind in the world, we can start setting a precedent for the kind of behavior that we would prefer to see towards LGBT people in general.
So, I mean, just because you're not voting like your life depends on it, vote like someone's life depends on it. Because there's someone out there whose life depends on it. And if you're enjoying this event, many of the people involved in this event's lives depend on you voting. So please, get out and vote. Now, our Equality Montana is a part of the Montana Human Rights Network, whose job is basically to make it difficult for hate groups to operate in Montana. This next performer is going to do a song about why these hate groups suck. Give it up for Quinlan Connolly and the I-90 Blues.
I'll be whistling Dixie, but you'll never see me. I clear past the alley with my Louis in hand. I got brothers and sisters, pronouns in between. Show you the power, this real American dream. No, we won't go lightly. We ain't gonna hide. Respect resistance. Good night, white pride. So give me your tired, your hungry, and your old. You can crash right here on America's floor. 'Cause we're all huddled masses, just yearning to be free. So you're stepping on my brothers and sisters, you're stepping on me and him and her and them. Hi, I'm Quinlan Conley from Quinlan Conley and the I-90 Blues. We'd like to get you this November to get out and vote. Not because Biden's our man, but it's not just a vote for Biden. It's a vote for the well-being of all our sisters and brothers and neighbors and friends. This ain't your Fort Sumner. This is your Stalingrad. Bring your Chinese-made tiki torch. I'll bring my 100% American-made white ashen maple baseball bat. I'll be whistling
Quinlan always makes me just want to buy a baseball bat. I don't think we're supposed to do that. I really don't. I think we're supposed to, we're peaceful, we're not violent people, but
Yeah.
sometimes you want to.
I mean, I'm trying not to laugh because that would make me a bad Buddhist, right?
I don't know. I'm a nihilist.
Well, why don't I make one of my own jokes and we can see how that goes.
Let's do it.
All right. So, for whatever reason, when people find out that I'm trans, they want to know if it's like a dick or a vag, which is a really weird thing to say to a complete stranger. But that's often what they're getting at when they ask these little prying questions. And so I come up with a few things to say as a response when those people ask me those sorts of questions. So they're like, hey, so what does your junk look like? And I'm going to say teeth. Rows and rows of teeth. And yes, Barbara, it is awkward at the dentist. What do you think about that one? Huh?
You got anything better?
Okay, well, okay. So they ask me, Ryan, what's your junk look like? And I'm gonna be like, underneath these acid wash jean shorts is a Nokia phone. It does not get very good reception, but it is indestructible.
What else? Any more?
Okay, I got one more. They can be like, Ryan, what's your junk look like? And I'm gonna be like, between my legs is a 1997 Walkman that only plays Disney's Hercules. My crotch is a true inspiration.
See, when people ask me that, I always just tell them I'm a grower, not a shower. So if you did see it, it's gonna, have some tomatoes growing on it, some annual flowers, some cucumbers, maybe some, lettuce. No potatoes though.
Eugene Oregon style.
No potatoes. No one likes a dictator.
Oh.
But it's not like any of you ever gonna see this garden because I'm a grower, not a shower.
Yeah, and to be honest, it's just like Ken doll down there.
I mean, in reality, whatever it is, it's hidden under a jungle of hair, like every other part of my body. But we did comedy together for a while.
A little bit.
I'm actually a fairly well-known comedian in Montana.
Yeah, and I'm not.
But my first ever show, where I was actually on a bill, was opening for this next performer.
Oh my god, I had to contact her. When you said we were doing this, I was like, she needs to be in this.
I had already contacted her and she told me she couldn't, and you got her in and it was amazing.
Yeah.
So, you have Ryan to thank for this one. Give it up for the comedy stylings of one of my absolute favorite comedians, Charlie McCorn.
Hey!
Welcome to the stage, Charlie McCorn.
Hey, keep it going for your host, Lynn Solomon, please. Lynn, I agree. You know what I'm voting for in 2020? Hindsight. I like how that joke kind of went around the room. We just like a wave of laughter. We did it, everyone. We did it. Hello, my name is Charlie McCorn. I'm so glad to be here with you today. This cold January evening, I always get a little sad around the new year, and this year, extra sad, I had a revelation I'd like to share with you. We are the last generation to own physical media. Because no one's buying DVDs anymore. They only do Netflix. No one's buying albums anymore because they're streaming on Spotify. No one's reading books anymore, period. Remember when Crazy Mike's closed? I went there for the sale, they're selling all the used DVDs, and I heard so many people say the same thing. They said, well, I need to buy this movie that I had growing up, so my kid has it when they're growing up too. And that's sweet, but it makes me a reminder that my generation is choked with student loan debt, and everything that we buy is just temporary and disposable. So the only thing that we can pass on to the next generation is our DVD collections. There's going to be that conversation at some point where it's, baby, your father and I are so proud of you. And sweetie, grandma, if she was here, and honey, I know she's up there and she's looking down at you, and she is so proud of the strong, intelligent, beautiful young woman that you have become today. I know she'd want you to have this. It's the unrated director's cut of Saw 3 on DVD. There's a scene where a guy drowns in rancid pig guts. It's really gross. Not that we can watch it because, who has a DVD player anymore? Because democracy collapsed. It is New Year. Anyone here still on the New Year's resolutions? Ooh, one person, yep. Must be in Missoula, must be. It's like, well, I'm going to drink less, I'm going to exercise more, and you wake up January 1st, you live in Missoula, Montana, you're like, well, never mind. My New Year's resolution this year, I need to get a new job. My current job is so depressing. I work at a dog cemetery. Yeah. And you know what? It's very different than a human cemetery. Because a human cemetery, great Wi-Fi. Dog cemetery, a lot of dead spots. That's silly, no. My real New Year's resolution that I'm doing pretty good, my real New Year's resolution is just to tell people that I'm transgender. I am transgender, I am transitioning. And the thing about it that I really want to stick to, I want everyone to know, is that, like for example, people ask me a lot of stupid questions. People ask me things like, oh, you're trans, huh? So if you had a time machine, you'd want to go back in time and live your whole life over just to be the opposite sex? Well, first of all, yes. Second of all, I'd also try to stop 9/11. But no one would listen to my warnings because I'm a girl. Thirdly, that's not how time machines work, Dad. That is frustrating. People ask me things like, so are you doing this because you feel like a woman trapped in a man's body? No, absolutely not. Well, are you doing this because gender is a social construct and every person should have the right to express themselves to their true being to the world around them? No, it's not that one either. Well, are you doing it because you're afraid of dying in a cruise ship accident and you want to make sure you're one of the first people on the life raft? A little bit. Not saying that wouldn't be awkward, like me on this life raft, trying to buy all these cis women whose husbands have just drowned, and all these orphaned children, and I'm the only one there that can stand up and pee off the side of the raft. People will ask me things like, well, what do you know what it's like to be a woman? And I can only speak from my own experience, but every day when I wake up, I look at myself in the mirror and I say to myself, I sure hope no one murders me today. Okay, if you didn't laugh at that, you're a bad ally. How about that? How about that? It's a funny fucking joke. Read a book, okay? Unclench your buttholes, enjoy the comedy. It's scary out there is what I'm getting at. It's very scary out there. But luckily, I have found a surefire way to separate the bad people from the good people in your life. And you can take this and you can use this in your life and be so much more happier. You ask one simple question. You ask them, what superpower would you most like to have? Two types of people. First, people say, well, I want to fly. Like Superman, you know? Up in the sky, the wind blowing through my hair, looking down at a planet where there are no borders. And so high up, all the people look the same. Because we are. Those are the good people. The other people will say invisibility, and they're all sex criminals. That's unfair. They're not all sex criminals. Some of them are probably murderers, you know? There are people in your life that you're thinking of right now that if they could turn invisible, they would pick up a handgun and start shooting people right in the face. And I am against that, but at least the NRA would change their slogan. Like, guns don't kill people. That's nonsense. There's a gun floating around shooting people in the face. Don't blame me, NRA, okay? My dad hates that joke. My dad is quite a piece of work. My dad, I grew up in Deer Lodge, and my dad's a prison guard. He's a prison guard for 30 years out at Montana State Prison. And having a prison guard as a father had absolutely no negative effect on my self-worth, my sense of being, or my happiness. It did make me really good at having secret gay sex under his nose, though. What a horny crowd you are. He's a real, he would turn invisible. That's what he would choose. That would be his power. This year, I should say, he's so bad at buying gifts. 2 years ago for Christmas, he bought me 3 used snow tires. I don't own a car. Got 3 tire swings now, I guess. I don't use them. Great gift, Dad. But this year, I was hoping that my dad, so I should explain, this was the first Christmas for my niece and nephew, my brother's kids, my father's first grandchildren, And I thought, well, maybe he'll be so concerned getting them a gift, he'll forget to get me anything like when I was 8, you know? You know, this is true. You know what my 9-month-old niece and nephew got for Christmas this year? Rifles. My dad got them rifles, not like heirloom rifles, not like in our family rifles, brand new 22 rifles. Boy-girl twins, my niece got a rifle that's bright pink, and my nephew got one that's gun-colored, so glad he doesn't have to choose his own color yet. I'm glad that it's from the baseline. The worst part was, like, there's a photo of me holding my niece and nephew and 2 guns. And the whole drive back from the zone, I'm thinking, if I die on this, every redneck in my family will get this photo tattooed on their arms. At the end of Christmas, at the end of the day, my dad did have a gift for me. It was a big box. It was all wrapped up in Fox News wrapping paper. Oh, you know what I'm talking about? Fox News wrapping paper. Old people love it, but it's easy to tear apart. I don't get it. And I opened it up, and inside was a brand new red yoga mat. I thought, oh, wow, that's actually like kind of a thoughtful gift from my dad. Maybe he's getting better. And then the week between Christmas and New Year's, I went to my Bertram class, because I'm that kind of person. And I was so happy. I went there, I unrolled my brand new yoga mat, and there was a giant Confederate flag printed on it. I'm looking around my class, there's a white guy with dreads looking down his nose at me. Now listen, I know we as a society are having a much larger conversation about where the Confederate flag belongs. We all have our own opinions, like does it belong above a courthouse? Absolutely not. Does it belong in a museum? Yeah, that's fine. Does it belong as part of a tribute to Leonard Skinner, tattooed on the arm of a man who loves drinking cold beer more than he loves voting against his own self-interests? Yeah, that's fine, that's fine. He's had to be removed. He doesn't have the money, the cold jobs didn't come back. He was lied to, it's not his fault. But wherever you stand on the side of this debate, the right side and the wrong side can all agree it doesn't belong on a yoga mat. So I went and I confronted my dad, like, why do you think this is an appropriate gift for anyone, let alone me? And he said, well, I think you could stand to lose a few pounds. And I said, no, not the yoga part, Dad, the Confederate flag part. Well, I know how much you like the Civil War. It's not that I like the Civil War, Dad. I've just read a lot of books about it. I also like movies about World War II, but that doesn't mean that you should buy me a Hitler Youth tracksuit for my birthday. Why is it that you buy gifts for me like you're buying them for a stranger? It's like you don't even know me. Well, Dad, what is going on? He said, well, I'm ashamed of you. You're supposed to be my firstborn son, and here you are doing this thing that I don't agree with, this thing I think is sinful, and it's embarrassing to the family. And when people ask about you, I just want to tell them you're dead. I sometimes wish you were never born. I didn't say anything to that. I just turned invisible and shot him right in the fucking face. Ladies and gentlemen of non-binary, my name is Charlie McCorn. Pleasant dreams. Thank you.
Charlie is hilarious. Oh man, they are so amazing.
Yeah.
And just, it's what we, being accepting of these kinds of people that are different allows us to enjoy these awesome comedians.
Oh, heck yes.
Imagine if all we did was enjoy cishet white men doing our...
dick jokes?
Yeah, I mean, come on, we get better stuff than that. We get it better because we have this, because we fight for this stuff. This is why you all need to get out and vote.
Yeah, it's time for trans people to be telling dick jokes.
We have one more performer tonight. Before that, though, I want to do some thank yous. I want to thank Sean back at the beginning, introducing us. I want to thank all of our performers. I want to thank Ryan, my amazing co-host. He is awesome.
Thanks,
so glad to have him back in town.
Thank you for inviting me.
Oh, you're not supposed
6
to do
feet.
that.
My bad, Charlie.
But I want to thank you. I want to thank Pat behind the camera. He is operating the camera. He didn't want to be on camera, but he's already voted. I want to thank all of you for coming out here. I want to thank anyone that's ready to do more, to get more involved because of this. I want to thank everyone who just came and enjoyed this. And I mean, this has been amazing. I have not slept in a week trying to get this event together, but this has been amazing. We have one more performer for you, and I am so excited. This isn't actually a Montana act at all. They just love playing Montana.
And Montana loves them.
Oh yeah, Montana loves them. And it was just, I kind of hit them up on a whim, like given this event and what it was, just having a band that identifies as LGBTQIA+, I have no clue what their sound is. I can't describe it to you. You're just gonna have to see it. I am so excited. I can't believe I have this. Give it up for Snailbait!
Well, hello. What are you doing in my house? Just kidding. You know why you're here. You know why we're here. We're in your house, actually, to tell you to get out of your house and vote.
Big B.
Or, to be more responsible, you should get a mail-in ballot. Right? That's what we did.
That's what we did.
Fuck going outside. We're Snailmate.
Vote. You never have to vote again after this. Just vote this time.
Make
it. Vote every time.
Yeah.
Just that was a joke.
But really vote extra hard on this one. I like the saying I read. It says, make politics boring again.
Please.
I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. I want to go on tour again. I want to go back to Bozeman. The song's about the good old days. Say what? I never wanted to grow up. I'm glad I did. Looking back, I was the wackiest kid. I was better than everything, and I had no friends. So much was changed for perhaps it. Okay, I'll be back in the first half of it. Over accidentally, it's sad as shit. I guess I didn't have to interact with friends. The only thing that has an asterisk, It's coming.
Go vote. We're stalemate. Thank you so much.
Fucking vote!
Whoa, Ryan, where are you going?
Outside. You said we're doing outside?
No, outro.
Oh, what's that?
This is just where we end. We thank them one more time. We remind everyone to get out and vote.
6 feet away.
We remind everyone that even in these hard times, we can get together and have events like this.
Hells
And we would
yeah.
love to do more. We'd love to do all kinds of stuff. Equality Montana has all kinds of stuff ready. Some of it's fun like this. Some of it's important. We're going to do everything we can to help LGBTQIA plus folk in Montana and beyond, even if we can.
Heck yeah. Set a precedent.
Yeah. You know, we say things like Black Lives Matter. We, and then we say, bye. Thank you for coming.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Bye. Yep.
Click on all the links, please.
So long.
And we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Also, remember, tomorrow and Monday, you can contact me and I will help you vote if you have my contact info. If you don't, you know, contact someone you know, get out and vote. Now we can go outside.